Bon, donc voilà, donc bah, ce qu'on a fait avant, je pense qu'on doit arriver à la fin. J'ai toujours plein de munitions, ouais. Allez, on continue. Après un temps de chargement, bien sûr. Merde. Voilà. Hop. Allez, on avance. Je crois que je peux... jouer un peu au con en fait. Oh putain, j'ai rien. Oh là, quelle grosse merde. Hop. Ah putain. Alors. Merde. Allez les petits crabes là. Voilà. Hop. Voilà. Il y a encore l'autre. Oh puis merde hein. Voilà. Tac. C'est où les crabes? Oh, oh là là. Oh là là, mais ils sont partout. Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais, Coco? Voilà. Voilà. Bon, on continue. C'est n'importe quoi ce jeu. Alors. Il y a un truc sur la map, mais je n'ai pas l'ennemi. Ça devait être un crabe. Oh puis merde. Ah bah oui, bah mec. Hop. Peut-être me remettre de la vie. Ah. Salut. Monsieur, il a changé les pseudos, j'ai trop halluciné. Je vois, c'est qui? Ça va? Ouais, ça va, tranquillou. Allez, viens, connard. Ah putain, il m'a vu. Hop. Ah putain, mais il y en a un deuxième. Ah putain. Tiens d'ailleurs, je pense que je vais pas venir pour pour ta soirée anniversaire, tout ça. Vu que j'étais là. Lâche. Lâche connard. Ouais bah de toute façon faut aller sur Paris, après faut que je trouve un endroit pour dormir, et puis avec le Covid tout ça, ça me fait chier encore plus, ils vont me taper toute la journée avec un masque sur la gueule, ça m'emmerde un peu. Si jamais j'ai un appart, tu seras obligé. Oui, si jamais t'as un appart, oui, y a pas de soucis. Ça, je l'accepte bien. Y a pas de soucis. Et puis tu sais que... Connard. Ouais. Ouais, je fais en fait au final je fais j'irai bien, puis faut que je masse tout ça, je fais ça va être la merde. Après c'est mort. Et puis de toute façon faut que je trouve un endroit pour dormir et je sais pas. Non, moi ça me casse les couilles, hein, ça me fait chier avec vos conneries. Hein. Tiens, merde. Hop, t'es mort. Tu sais comment je kiffe, pareil, je kiffe la région parisienne. Hop. Tiens. Mais non, tu meurs. Ouais. Hop. Alors... Et on te fait quoi de beau, hein? En ce moment. Hop. Ah, il y a une meuf qui s'est auto-invitée. Elle me regarde non-stop, ma meuf, juste avant, elle me dit si y a une meuf... Les meufs se touchent à les boîtes. Bon bah ça va, c'est-à-dire que j'ai le droit de te toucher. Putain. Ah bah c'est joueur comme ça, hein. Tu trouves une copine, y en a plein qui reviennent derrière. Hein. C'est normal. Hein. Il va bien de pas travailler. Ah, stylé. Ah bah c'est cool. C'est dans la région au camion. Ah il sert. Et j'ai envie MJ. Oui, j'ai vu que tu faisais du jet de guerre aussi. C'est bien ça que... Si c'est bien ce que j'ai compris. Hop. Voilà. Voilà. Ah non. Ouais. Voilà. Ah, stylé. Et c'est vrai que tu bosses. Félicitations, monsieur. Oh ta mère. Ah putain. Oh ta mère. Ah merde, j'ai pas eu. Alors, Tomouf. Mais vas-y là, ton papa le chat. Quoi? Oh non, c'est moi que ça arrête de bugger. Voilà, le jeu il bug. Wow, tu peux t'arrêter? Oh putain. Allez connard. Bon c'est pas grave. Je pense que je vais le streamer ce jeu en disant ouais c'est Kev qui me l'a offert. Tu vas streamer quoi? Ça c'est le deuxième, je sais pas, tu parles de quoi? Putain mais j'arrive plus. Comment je vais faire? Truc qui bug. On va pas quitter le logiciel. On va couper ça. Comment on fait? Voilà, c'est bon, elles sont déconnectées. Voilà. C'est bon. Ah ouais, c'est écrit, hein. Mais le deuxième, il est beaucoup moins bien que le premier. Oh non, le jeu, il est buggé. J'ai réussi à... Tape-moi dedans. Allez. Fais-moi. Allez, fais-moi un truc. Voilà. Même pas. Oh non. Oh non, ce jeu de merde. Quelqu'un a une idée pour m'empêcher de courir? À part me... T'as une maladie, mon gars? Oh, on va faire le truc... Non. Il veut pas. Ah, bah si, bah il plantait. D'accord, bah je croyais que tu l'avais fini. Mais oui, non, bah c'est ce que je discutais avec quelqu'un la dernière fois. Il disait que sur le PC, il plantait le jeu, il plantait beaucoup. Bon bah je vais mourir, hein. J'ai fait en stream. Je vais me laisser crever. Allez, vas-y, tue-moi. Merde, j'ai oublié de monter. Bah, je l'ai fini en stream avant de finir celle-là. J'ai réussi même à faire de la marche arrière. Je suis trop fort. Savoir où il va me refaire tout ça. Ouais, parce que je discutais ça avec quelqu'un. Et il me disait que le premier il buguait trop. Oh putain, faut tout que je refasse. Je disais, j'ai entendu avec quelqu'un qui parlait du premier qui buguait beaucoup. Et je pensais que tu l'avais fini. D'accord. Et il disait qu'il y avait personne qui arrivait même à le planter dès la première, dès le début. Donc ouais. Moi je l'ai fait sur Switch. Et je l'ai toujours sur PS3. Mais la PS3 c'est pas la version officielle. Allez, on recommence. Cette fois-ci je fais pas le con. Oh, le pauvre petit chou il est frustré. Il y a un mec derrière moi. En plus... J'ai fait le bugger le jeu, mais je perdais même pas d'endurance. Disons que le jeu, il est vraiment moins bien. Et y a pas des modes pour faire lancer pour faire fonctionner le premier? Ouais, à vrai dire, je pense que ça se saurait. Bon, je sais qu'il y a 2 ans que des gens comme moi hyper frustrés. Bon, ça se trouve, tu dois pouvoir le faire fonctionner avec un émulateur PS3. Ou 360. Je sais pas si ça existe, l'émulateur 360. Je sais que PS3, ça existe. Ah putain. Moi il va pas. Voilà. J'ai vu un truc. Autant attendre d'avoir de la thune, je vais me prendre des consoles. J'avoue. C'est bon qu'il soit riche. C'est pour ça que je trouve pas table, le coûte trop cher. Vraiment? T'as déjà... T'as le mec, il a aucune expérience et... et il est trop cher. Alors, si vous avez besoin d'un architecte, monsieur, il est là, il est sur mon stream, n'hésitez pas. C'est écrit dans son pseudo, en plus. Ouais, je suis à une prétention de salaire de... Ah, j'ai de l'expérience justement. D'accord. Les mecs. Voilà. Sous la grille de l'ordre du moins, je vaux ça. D'accord. Bonsoir là. Là il me prend pour Snake quoi, Snake Plissken. Snake. Ah, je cherche autre chose que sur Paris. Enfin bon, maintenant que t'as une copine et tout... Voilà. J'avoue. D'accord. Bah, tu vas finir caissier. Quel connard. Allez, posez-vous. Bon. Ah, il va y avoir des ennemis là, voilà, c'est ça. Et voilà. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette merde? Voilà. Voilà. Et voilà. Snake. Ah, il reste une agresse là-bas. Putain, c'est le jeu. Il me reste combien de balles? 50? Ok. Ah, c'est la fin! Oh oui, ça sent la fin, ça. Enfin, pas la fin du jeu, mais... La fin du niveau. Mais de toute façon, j'ai rien... Ah, tu peux entreposer des skateboards? Putain, d'accord. Il n'y a pas de mallette. Ah bah si, il y a une mallette. Yes. Alors... Balle en caoutchouc non létale qui cause... D'ailleurs, t'es au niveau de taf, toi? Je recherche rien du tout. Je suis même pas... Je touche encore rien de... Je touche encore rien du... de l'état, donc recherche du taf, je le ferai pas tant que j'ai pas d'argent. C'est aussi simple que ça. Hop. Chômage. Je touche... Moi je m'en fous de parler de fric ici. Je vais toucher mes maximal 1024 €. Ouais, vu que mon contrat c'était pas un contrat... non, ça va. Hein, j'aurais dû avoir un peu plus, normalement. Mais bon, comme on s'est fait niquer, comme la boîte... les contrats avec la boîte, tout ça... Tu te fais un peu baiser. Rien d'anormal. Oui, oui. Je dis que normalement j'aurais dû recevoir plus. Si j'avais été... j'aurais pu recevoir plus. Ouais, c'est ça. Oh, j'en ai 39. Hop. Allez, je pense qu'on est bon. Et ouais. Merde, je me vois dans les touches. Non. Ah, c'est dommage. Bah, il te reste à trouver un... Il te reste à trouver un mois de boulot. Ça, c'est vraiment con. Bah allez, on sauvegarde. D'accord. Allez, on va se taper un boss. C'est ça. Comme moi aussi, mais pour le moment, je touche rien. J'ai pas touché, j'ai rien touché avant mi-octobre, donc j'ai même pas touché 100%, donc niquez-vous, hein, franchement, l'état. Faut aller vous faire enculer. Hein.
Zach, here it is again. A red tree and a translucent cocoon. I think we've reached the core.
The goddess of fertility will descend into Lucare, and then the sweet fruit will be ours. Destruction is the first step to creation. Lisa's death sent everything into motion. There's no stopping it now. Her death proved how determined I am, how dedicated I am to all who trust in me. Galena and Lise, their deaths were not in vain. They led us to the harvest. The Clarkson blood curse will be washed away. Life must be sacrificed. Blood purge. Blood purge. Blood. Blood. I need blood!
Hey. Oh, c'est quoi ça? Je peux lui faire un Bloody Mary, sinon. J'avoue, monsieur, maintenant on peut tout faire. Attention. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Attends, parce que je vais pas faire des conneries. Aïe. Oh, le jeu. C'est pas ça qu'il faut taper dedans? Non. Ok.
Galena and Lise, they're both dead. I can't turn back now! The Red Soul can't die here. You can't erase it! Blood Purge! The Blood Purge! We will create a new world! A new generation! The blood must be purified!
That's the true self you worked so hard to find. I'm sorry, Lena. I gave you far more credit than I ever should have.
The Clarksons have always been the chosen ones, proud souls, divine life-given form. But at some point, that blood became tainted. So I decided to reset it. I need to purify this corrupt blood for the one I love most. After I left home, I met the Red Soul and acquired a guide. And so I created the red powder and became an apostle for the red magic. The red powder transforms the body from within. It creates empowered souls, and mature souls are the greatest offering one can present to the goddess. Lys and Galena didn't lose their minds. They both died with honor.
Died with honor? Just how deluded are you? You dismembered them and strung up their bodies in the name of vapid symbolism. Where's the honor in that? So what if they said they wanted to die? Cultists have been saying that for centuries.
Silence! You will impede us no longer. You're always so smug. Oh, how I hate you. This is the last you'll ever see of my plan.
Eh ben non. Comment t'as le temps? Je dors pas. Je dors pas 10 jours. Je dors pas. Je dors 10 jours par jour. Salut. Aïe. Ça brûle.
No one can stop my plan.
Oh, mais toi t'as toujours beaucoup bossé. Ouais, c'était cool, ça va. Pour une fois, ouais, comparé aux dernières à la dernière fois, ouais, on s'est bien déliré. Il refait la même ce soir, samedi soir. Après, moi j'ai un anniversaire, j'irai peut-être un peu plus tard, mais il refait la même ce week-end. Vu qu'il restait de l'alcool.
Purification. If you kill me.
Déjà? Ok, tu demandes à quoi il sert les boss. Je ferme ma gueule. Je serais bienvenu, mais je taffe le dimanche.
No. How could I lose? But it's too late. No one can stop my plan. Now. Not even me. Red Tree!
Pauvre chou. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a des trucs à récupérer? Même pas. Hop. Ah ouais, il était rapide le boss, hein. Ça envoyait pas du pâté, hein.
Lena, let go. I'm going to count to 3, then you're going to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head. Got it?
See this? If I let go, the bomb in the fireplace will explode.
Do something smart for once, Lena. Detonating that bomb won't solve anything.
You're wrong, Agent Morgan. It'll give me the ending I've always dreamed of.
Leonard, you're wrong. Killing me will bring back our family's prosperity.
No! I know I am right!
You never change. Once you make up your mind, that single idea possesses you. It's almost like you're cursing yourself. Oh, my, always holding on to all your pain.
No! You're the one who's wrong!
When you first told me about the disparity between your mind and your body, I didn't know how to love you.
Stop it! I don't want to hear this!
But I always knew from the very start.
Stop talking!
There was something special inside you. I also know that you had any cause with your older sister. Your own flesh and blood.
Shut up!
I just didn't know how to treat you. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Stop. Please.
I never, ever hated you. I always loved you. From the bottom of my...
I said shut up.
Don't, Lena!
This is necessary. All of the corrupt blood must die. The Clarksons' blood must be purged. Then, the purity that's left behind can rebuild the Clarksons' legacy.
Is that the goddess of fertility?
Go and see her with your own eyes. You're an FBI special agent. Surely you can find her. No one can stop my plan now. Not even me.
No, stop!
Patricia Clarkson.
Y a plus personne, ils sont tous mourus. Plein de viande partout. Ça donne faim. Ah, plus de tête. Et toutes les têtes vont être en haut, c'est ça?
Paul! Oh, Paul! Oh my God!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Agent York? Can you hear me?
What is it, Patty? Where's Melvin?
Well, I don't know. He won't answer me, and he ain't at the sheriff's office either. What should I do? You think he got caught up in some kind of trouble?
Oh, shit! I got nothing now. I can't.
Patty, I need someone at the Clarksons' house ASAP. I don't care who you send. They can also ask Daniel Clarkson about the details once they get here. And you should also call an ambulance, just in case. Got it?
Huh? Sure.
I'm going to head straight over to the sheriff's office, Patty. Let's meet up there.
Encore un magnifique temps de chargement. Ah putain. Allez, putain. Bon, on va regarder ce qu'il y a sur les internets. Allez. Heureusement qu'on a déverrouillé ça. Merde. Alors, on va devoir aller aux flics. Allez, vas-y, prends ton skate.
Zach, it appears to be closed.
Oh non. Mais alors, c'est pas
Let's
grave.
come back during business hours.
Allez, t'es enculé. On va aller dormir. Vu qu'on peut pas y aller. Ah putain. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il y a de beau sur les internets en attendant? Et sinon tu fais quoi de beau de tes journées, Ben? Alors, on va se laver le
Due
cul.
to the nature of our work, we've had... But Zach, do you know what shower prep? The shower was invented so that human beings could quickly bathe in large quantities of water, correct? Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak water pressure. It's an outrage. And I'll keep tooting my horn about this every chance I get, believe you me.
Écriture, FS, branlette et essayer de mater des séries. Ah. En gros, je passe plus mon... Et je dors 10 heures. Ok. Bon, bah ça va. Putain, le mec il dort plus que moi. Allez, on va se lever à 9h. Bordel. On a faim. Dans le jeu, je parle. Alors...
And that's what I'm talking about. You can't get fine eating like, so make sure you...
Mais ouais, j'ai cru voir que tu sortais beaucoup, que tu picolais beaucoup.
Thanks, mister. Next time you get a hankering for old time...
Ah, je sais ce que je vais faire. Ouais, la flemme, on ira plus tard. Je vais continuer là, ce que je dois faire. Que dans le jeu, j'aurais aimé aller améliorer ou créer des allumettes. Des amulettes. Des allumettes. Des amulettes. C'est bon les amulettes. Voilà, putain. Alors... Yeah. Ah oui, je suis con, il y a une... On fera, on laisse le temps de chargement comme ça. Ah la 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 la...
Did you find Melvin?
Nope, I can't find either of them.
Either of them?
Yeah. When I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
C'est lui le méchant, ça se trouve.
Zach, we need to stop Professor R's plan no matter what it takes. Relax, Patty. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for now. And I'm sure he's protecting your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today.
Tu viens dormir,
Prepare a
connard.
report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
But...
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef and a first-class concierge at my disposal. Oh, and a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of fun at that hotel.
But... Okay, I guess. Thanks, Agent York.
You're a lady, so you take the bed. Zach and I will be fine on the couch.
Oh, le mec il dort avec Zach, quoi. Salaud. Alors, dans votre hôtel, faites le point sur les trucs récemment écoulés, ok. Oh ouais, oh ouais. Au bal masqué, oui, oh ouais. Ah putain, allez, putain, il est en chargement, c'est casse-burn. T'as le temps d'aller faire caca. Allez hop, on attend encore. Putain. Je suis trop salé là, j'en ai ras le cul. Sans chargement, j'en peux plus. Vous me faites chier. Allez, on fait un chemin inverse, on va dans la chambre. On va faire un résumé de ce qu'on a vu, comme dans le premier.
Zach, the Clarkson family tree is nothing like we thought it was. We need to reorganize everything we've uncovered so far. She was so tired she fell right to sleep. Hey, Zach, I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Alors... Tac...
First, let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou, in a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi. The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zach, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
Éleveur... joueur de bowling... Hein? Éleveur d'écrevisses, bah je pense que c'est ça.
That's right.
J'ai dit que t'es éleveur de quelque chose, mais d'écrevisses, je m'en rappelle plus.
And after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body. I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him. But if not for his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about, didn't we? Under very unexpected circumstances, Leonard Clarkson. He ran away from home, found his true self, then changed names. So, Zach, do you remember her name?
Bah... Oui.
Helena Doman. The townspeople call her Lena. She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now. Lena sprinkling down the red powder, corrupting every last pure and innocent girl in town. Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zach. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan. Well, her plan isn't complete yet, and I know we can still stop it. That's why we need to learn all we can about her. Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zach, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ?
Bah une bombe.
Correct. To tell you the truth, she surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself, yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy. Zach, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing. But that doesn't make sense to me. And PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear. Tell me, who killed Galena?
Je ne sais pas. Quelle question dure, je ne sais pas.
Unfortunately, we don't have the answer to this one yet. And it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case, and the final turning point for this story. You know it's... I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
Et voilà. On a fini le 2e chapitre. Et on va être rendu au 3e et dernier chapitre après. Avec un retour dans le présent. Ah oui, il reste ça. Qui a eu une relation avec son fils. Si j'ai bien compris.
Hey, Zach. Do you remember PJ's last words? Lena had intercourse with her older sister. Her own flesh and blood. This means there's still one more person out there who inherited PJ's
Et c'est la petite fille qui est avec nous, je suis sûr. Ah, moi aussi c'est mon kiff de faire du jazz en slip.
Oh, fucking poachers, now I gotcha. Caught you red-handed.
Mmh. Ok. Très bien, d'accord. Ok, pas de soucis. Ah, c'est sa mère, ça se trouve. Bon, les 147 heures, c'est des conneries. C'est le jeu qui a mal compté. Hein. J'ai pas joué 147 heures à ce jeu. Hop. La preuve, ma première sauvegarde était 3 heures. Je pense que je dois être à... Allez, 12 heures... 10... Allez, 10 heures. 10, 11 heures en vrai.
Soon. I'm almost there. Just... Please, someone. Stop.
Pardon. Désolé, j'ai éternué.
Oh.
Bon, on
Let me try
continue.
and summarize this. Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident. But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family. Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Sang Rouge.
That's right.
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
The goddess of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Not her. She was as beautiful as a goddess. But she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void. And that void was threatening to swallow up all of Le Carré. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan? Morgan almost sounds like a talking about the end of the world. Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen. But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him.
Alors donc, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? On va regarder les cendres.
The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used in conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace. We're free to use it as we please.
I see traces of resin. Which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at home. Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse. Especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Merde.
Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico.
Alors... Y'a rien d'autre? Ah si, t'as le vieille lettre.
You're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that. We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal. We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong...
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there. Look...
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we don't. But we can feel her when we close our eyes and become one with the world. It's very faint, but we can see her.
Are you trying to distract me again? Or do you really expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
It's metaphysical
Merde.
offender profiling.
He actually asked me where Patricia is? Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the Le Carré case.
Ah merde, j'aurais pas dû faire ça. J'aurais dû poser la
This
question sur
square
ces
area
gens.
enclosed by milk cartons. Is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary. And the milk carton sanctuary.
J'avoue. Eh non, il veut faire un château pour son
They
chat.
all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle. Is that a serious question?
Of course it is.
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out,
Nous allions les briques de lait afin de les faire sécher.
so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Ok, très bien.
Halloween?
Tu te fous de ma gueule?
It's only January.
This is America, land of the free. Got a problem with that?
Ok, c'est les deux. Très bien. Y'a rien d'autre? Non.
By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body? After 14 whole years.
That's none of your business.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I said it's none of your business.
Well, then we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip. A tip related to Saint Rouge. Did we hit the nail on the head, Belle? But that's not what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way, even back when we were on duty. Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one? Would you tell us that much? What urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business. So you think Galena was murdered by Helena Doman, her own brother?
No, not her. Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm asking you. Would you mind answering me in your own words? You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
Extremely complicated.
Don't
No.
let him draw you into his game.
Hmm.
Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis.
Halia. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a autre chose? Non.
The future influences the present just as much as the past.
Hein? L'avenir influence le présent tout autant que le passé. Ok.
You asked me why I spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions. When you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction, to action. People
Okay.
reveal everything during the intervals between their actions. For example, when you eat alone versus eating with someone else. The most prominent differences always appear when someone either begins or finishes eating a meal. And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden.
C'est bizarre. J'ai
When
du mal
you
à comprendre
prepare
ça.
to eat or finish eating. When you move in to clean up. When you pick up a book or close one. When you raise a cup of coffee to your lips. Human actions speak volumes.
Ok.
Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi. And here's the conclusion it helped me reach. There's one other person in this house, isn't there?
You're incredible, Bill. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Bill. But only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Ok.
Most of what you say. If this goes to court, I won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us. We can even put it in writing if you want. We won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? I know I had it around here somewhere. Where is it? Oh. We're fine.
Hey, everything okay? What's going on out here? Oh, don't tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since you got here, I've been all backed up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Oh. Is this a sign from the coffee? What could it be? What is it trying to tell me? Think.
Is that a dragonfly?
Il y a un couteau dedans.
Footsteps. Big footsteps. Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Some odd fella was following her around. Stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie. And she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess. Mentally and physically. That's why I created the Holy Red Powder.
You okay?
We're fine. Just a little tired. Would you take us to get our medicine?
Sure. It's in the bathroom, right?
Arrête pas de le jarter. Ah non.
Seems like he's calmed down a little. We should let him rest for a while.
Non.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan. But so be it. I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing?
Alors. Ok. Attends. On va faire d'abord les trucs qui ne font pas avancer le scénario.
What do you mean?
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
Celui qui a un pourquoi qui lui tient, lieu de but, de finalité, peut vivre avec n'importe quel comment. Quoi? Camoulox! C'est ça, en fait.
No more Nietzsche. Please, just stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones. Want to know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much?
Ah, c'est du Nietzsche. D'accord.
Sure.
C'est vrai que les Japonais, ils adorent Nietzsche.
I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked, hopeless. I wanted to die. How could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor. His school was damaged by the hurricane, too, and got closed down. He also lost his family, and was living there in the shelter, just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him. He loved Nietzsche. And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one
Also
from
sprach Zarathustra
that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing.
Moi aussi j'aime bien le jeu. Also sprach Zarathustra. Ah, ça c'est en plus très raccord en ce moment.
Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know? Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us. So that we could go on respecting ourselves without ever succumbing to all the patronizers. After that, my grandmother in Lafayette took us in. And that was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind. And they give me the power I need to keep. So I'm gonna keep quoting Nietzsche, just to make sure I don't forget my roots.
Nietzsche, on dirait ce nom comme ça avec l'accent, on dirait le nom d'une boisson italienne. Ah, je sais pas, un petit café. Tu veux de Nietzsche? Nietzsche? Un petit thé?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now. Nietzsche is to you what pizza is to me.
Ah, la comparaison de
Sorry
merde.
for giving you a hard time about it.
Putain.
You are free to go on quoting him whenever you want, of course. I won't say another word.
Agent Jones, what the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Oh, come on.
Stupid boy. Alors... Peut-être boîte à pizza, tiens, on va parler des boîtes à pizza avec qui ça, ce connard.
What's wrong, Aaliyah? You hungry or something?
Excuse me? What are you insinuating?
Well, you're staring right at an empty pizza box.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined palate.
Hey, that was uncalled for. Pizza is a sacred food. Remember, you don't need to feel embarrassed for being unable to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it. That's the power of pizza.
Stop, Agent Jones. I've had enough of this sacred pizza bit. I'm sick of you Chicagoans and
J'espère que vous avez pas faim par contre.
Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you ever talk about. What's next? You gonna launch into a tirade about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
No, Aaliyah. You just don't get it, do you? As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza. But get this. I love New York-style pizza, too. It doesn't matter what kind of pizza it is. As long as it's a pizza, it's...
It's beautiful.
What? Still don't get it? Okay, here. I'm gonna put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created equal. Eat your heart out, Nietzsche.
Just forget I mentioned anything.
Quel trou du cul. Vas-y, on va lui parler, ce con.
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation based on an anonymous tip, right? What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this point?
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details, especially during the most vital times. For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. It's just the way I am.
It postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it. A wrapped sample of Sang Rouge. And a note.
Je vais faire attention comment je
What did it
parle.
say?
Investigate the
tape.
Clarksons. FK.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a fake name.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005. The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married, or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case. I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
Shouldn't you look after him?
I gave him his meds and let him rest.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub.
Un baignoire.
It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
Ok, très bien. Vous aussi, ça vous arrive de dormir dans la baignoire?
Why?
Moi, je connais quelqu'un qui a dormi sous un lavabo, mais après...
I don't know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub. I feel like I saw that once in some vampire movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No. I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
T'as eu un bière qui avait dormi dans la salle de bain des parents avec son masque d'APEC. Voilà, c'est ça que je parlais. Sous le lavabo, si je me souviens. Quel con.
Who knows? But now that you mention it, he started going really crazy around the beginning of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's not. Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Red, huh?
You better
Ah, il aime
believe
pas le
it.
rouge.
He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. I mean, there isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box? I don't get it.
Merde, mais putain! Des fois faut appuyer, des fois faut pas appuyer, c'est vraiment casse-boire là.
Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons. And...
Ma bite. Alors, emblème de Saint-Rouge, on s'en fout.
Ready to spill the beans, Aaliyah?
T'es obligé de gueuler, connard.
I'm afraid of thunder. Happy now?
Katrina? All right, I'll stop.
Good. Now let's get back to the investigation.
No,
Bon,
no, no.
c'est rapide.
Hold on. Now that I think about it, that doesn't really qualify as a soft spot. What I'm looking for is more, how should I say it? Adorable? You know, something that would make you blush. There's gotta be something. Please, I'm begging you.
I love koalas. They're just so cute. I can't resist them. All I need to do is look at a picture of one and Fuzzy Wuzzy swim all over me.
Fuzzy Wuzzy! Je connaissais pas cette expression.
I mean, the way they look, the way they're shaped, the color of their fur. I mean, even down to how they only eat eucalyptus. I just love everything about them.
Comme ça, au moins, ils
Once
sentent
I get
bon de
some
la
time
bouche.
off, I'm gonna travel to Australia and hug one for real.
Voilà, en
That's one of
Australie,
the
il y a
top
beaucoup de,
five
il y a
goals
beaucoup,
on
il y a
my
beaucoup
lifetime to-do list right now.
merde, comment on appelle d'araignées aussi.
This conversation never happened, is that understood?
Alors, collection de vinyle. Viens voir ce qu'il écoute.
Who collects vinyl in an age like this when you can stream just about anything?
True. Morgan's got refined taste.
You really think so? Now, even I thought they were cool back when the vinyl revival first started. But now, every suburban mall has its own vinyl shop right next to the novelty store. At this point, it's become a solid component of modern snobism, which only makes them that much more uncool.
Voilà.
People who know nothing about real music are buying them up just so they can decorate their walls with cute album art.
Regardez, bande de connards.
How do you...
Excuse me?
Comment? Pourquoi t'as dit ça?
You're like
Ok.
IBS. You keep flaring up at the worst times and there's no end in sight. And when you're alone with Morgan, it's just an all-out war zone.
We're in the middle of a very important investigation right now. Don't you think we ought to take it seriously?
To me, it just looks like you're putting yourself under a lot of stress for no good reason. Why can't you, you know, show a little humanity once in a while?
Does one need humanity in order to track down criminals?
Yes, one does. Or at least I do.
Well, I don't.
come on, Aaliyah. I'm your partner, aren't I?
Putain, il fait que de pleuvoir, j'en ai
For
ras
a
le
few
cul.
days at the very least. I'm your invasive partner who has a passionate relationship with pizza, right?
Puis il a fait moche toute la
Why
journée.
can't you just let me in on one thing you actually happen to enjoy? No, aside from Nietzsche, that is.
You know, I'd really rather not.
Why do you always have to be so withdrawn?
I can't help it if there's certain things I don't like.
Ah là, c'est moi ça. Pas de ma faute si j'aime pas tout et n'importe quoi.
No, come on. There's got to be some kind of music you enjoy. This is a good chance to teach me a bit about yourself.
I said no.
Do you like Justin Bieber?
Too cute. Not my type.
Drake?
I've only ever listened to the hooks.
Well then, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry.
Hell no. Am I done now?
Well then, what do you like?
Bursted.
I have to tell you,
Yes, you do.
Pink Floyd.
No way. You're a prog rocker?
Putain, je pensais qu'elle allait dire Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse.
Who turned you onto it? Your dad?
As far as I can remember, I've loved prog rock ever since I was born. That's just how music works, right?
Comme Jim Carrey.
I mean, The Wall is by far my favorite album. Even to this day, I find it hard to believe that they made that in the 70s. It still sounds completely fresh and unique, as if it was just released yesterday, and... What?
No, I was just thinking, I wish Morgan could have been here for this.
Don't you dare tell him.
Alors, on va faire les DVD. Connard. Bah, les pizzas, je les ai déjà faites. Bon, on va voir ce qu'il parle. Ça va peut-être changer encore le
Hey,
truc.
Aaliyah, sorry about before. I went a little overboard.
What are you talking about?
Okay, Chicagoans all love deep dish pizza. We can't live without the damn stuff. I admit it. That's why I always get so emotional whenever we talk about pizza. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It had already left my mind.
Well, good. Pizza should always be a peaceful dish, no matter what's going on. By the way, do you eat hot
Ah
dogs?
putain.
Why do you want to know?
Just tell me, do you eat them?
Every now and then, yes.
Okay, so what do you put on your hot dogs?
What is this? A personality test?
No, nothing of the sort. You see, the thing is, we Chicagoans are very tolerant when it comes to pizza preferences. But hot dogs? Well, that's a different story.
Meaning?
I just can't stand those people who put ketchup on their hot dogs.
Huh?
Mustard is the only condiment that people should be allowed to put on their hot dogs. Anything else is heresy. And yet, look at our world today. Do you know how many people are out there dripping ketchup all over their franks?
Il y en a aussi qui mettent de la mayo partout dans leur bouffe. Ouais, je trouve ça c'est pire que le ketchup.
Let's think about this. What is ketchup, exactly? Ketchup is a condiment meant for French fries, right? It was never meant to be an accessory for hot dogs. It's out of the question. You got a hot dog, you use mustard. It's an unspoken rule. So, Aaliyah, lay it on me. Are you one of those degenerates who puts ketchup on their hot dogs?
I do.
C'est un nazi. Ah, tout de suite, forcément.
I put ketchup on my hot dogs. Of course I do.
No. Well, this partnership isn't gonna last long. You've definitely convinced me of that.
Oh yeah? Well, good. From the moment we started this investigation, I always assumed it would be a one-time only thing.
Allez, on fait les DVD. Allez.
Judging from what he's told me, so my fairy isn't his chess partner. That being fulfills a different role within him. So who's he playing against then? Who would be a good match for him?
Oh, putain. Bon, il veut pas, il veut pas que j'aille sur les... Bon, on va faire la partie d'échecs et puis voilà.
Agent Jones. That chessboard is still bugging me. I don't know why, but it just does. You really think he was playing chess all by himself?
I don't know. I definitely think it's possible.
How?
Maybe he's remembering the strategies an old friend of his used to use. If it's someone he played for years, he's probably capable of recreating their playing style. And besides, Morgan's beaten a Grandmaster before. You know that, right?
I read about that in the Greenvale report.
Even a computer can play chess these days, right?
Ah bon?
I'm
Je savais même
sure
pas ça.
that a Grandmaster level player
J'ai dû pas le faire
would
dans
have
le jeu.
trouble emulating someone else's strategy.
Whose chess strategy is he emulating then?
Voilà, les piliers DVD.
Oh, Aaliyah. Getting curious now, huh? Here, I'll find one of my favorites for you.
Encore un truc de merde, je suis sûr.
How about this one? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, directed by Robert Zemeckis.
Ah non, ça va.
It's a fantasy movie that mixes real actors with cartoons, using what we'd call CG these days, I guess.
Yeah, I know that one. It's the one where Michael Jordan plays basketball with all the cartoon characters, right?
Ah non, ça c'est autre chose.
What? No, that's Space Jam.
Mais oui.
It's not even the same director. And besides, that one has the Looney Tunes in it.
Whatever. Either way, I'm not watching it.
Fine by me. You know, you're really lacking in the cute department.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to help you turn a new leaf. I'm your invasive partner, remember?
Why do you care so much? I like myself just the way I am.
No, wrong answer. I think you could use a little more softness. You know what I mean? That would definitely make it easier for people to help you out, you know. You're flawless, intelligent, and charming. All you're missing is some soft spots.
Soft spots.
Quel connard.
Yeah, you know, like when people find out a super serious politician is actually a huge comic book nerd. You've got to have something. Something you secretly like that people wouldn't expect.
Well, I don't. End of story.
Hey, uh-oh. The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
What do you mean? I just said I don't.
Which means you definitely do. Well, what is it? Come on,
Quel casse-couille, putain. Quel casse-merde. Allez, dis-moi, là. Bon, y'a plus rien d'autre, on va continuer.
So, why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this. Some kind of special...
Putain, c'est pas le frère de l'autre? Du Black, là? La sœur, plutôt?
There's no use trying to hide it.
De Marvin?
Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I
Je suis sûr que c'est un truc comme ça.
I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides,
Je suis sûr que c'est ça.
we're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask, go along it.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? come on.
I have a little brother.
Ah
After
non.
overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab.
Presque.
He's been clean for 2
Et
years,
l'histoire d'un
but
frère.
he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Sang Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know. But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
Non.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13, Katrina took him, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty I've been given.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent Jones, I just want to double-check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel, but he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again, I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death.
Elle est méchante.
Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned her here. He's trying to complete something big right now. Something that's deeply connected to Sang Rouge.
Allez, vas-y, ouvre la porte. Stylé.
What is all this?
Jesus. Allez, on va tout fouiller. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Tu peux rien faire à part...
Pictures of people from Le Carré. And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale. All the deceased have been... Sheriff Melvin Woods?
Ah, donc il est mort, Melvin.
Lise Clarkson?
Non.
Where's Patricia?
That's our altar. What are you doing?
Il va la pendre. Il va la tuer. Ouais. Mais après un temps de chargement, bien sûr. Ah, comment couper tout suspense, putain. Ah merde, fais chier. J'ai envie d'avoir la suite.
York! Agent York! York! Agent York! York! Agent York! Hey! Agent York! Agent York? Hey!
Listen!
Hey, Agent York.
Ah, mais la vieille.
You're Lise Clarkson.
Ah non.
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now. More
Putain, ta cigarette,
Do
merde.
these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
Eh ouais, ma gueule. Chercher l'indice. Ok.
Did you notice anything strange before your daddy went missing? Did he seem different from usual, or say things that didn't make sense?
Nope. He was the same as always. We talked a lot. I reckon he was in a better mood than usual. Almost even too talkative.
Zach, she's putting on a strong face, but it's clear that she's very worried. Let's try and cheer her up a bit.
Bah.
What's the best thing to say in times like these?
You don't need to worry about me, Agent York. Let's just focus on the work we have left to do.
Unfortunately, it looks like your parents' disappearing is connected with this case somehow.
Yeah, I know.
Melvin seems to love you so much. It's hard for me to believe he would just disappear and
Ah voilà, putain, je suis con, j'arrivais pas à rentrer.
I wish I could tell
On
you.
attend qu'il
I'm
finisse de
sure
parler.
they're okay, even without any evidence. But I hate lies, Patty. I can't guarantee that they're safe. That's my honest opinion.
I'm trying to prepare myself for it, but I want to hope that they're okay.
Of course. Zach and I feel the same way, but if you happen to think of anything that might help, please let me know. Even the tiniest piece of information could end up coming in handy.
Yeah, I understand. But I really don't know anything. I just feel like I know that Mama's okay somehow.
Meaning?
Even when we're apart, I can always tell how my mom is feeling. You know, like how twins can sense each other's feelings? But that's it. I can't tell where she is or what she's doing. Besides, I'm just a kid. Can't really trust what I'm saying, can you?
Zach, it seems like she and her mother possess some kind of secret bond. But we shouldn't try to force it out of her. Yes, you're exactly right. Let's just keep our eyes on her for now.
C'est bon? Début d'inspection. Alors...
Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape?
Bon, ça va, c'est des petits trucs...
There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here. I bet we could use this to score an amazing stone skipping record.
Ouais,
Let's
trop
give
bien.
it a try whenever we get some downtime. For now, we need to focus on this investigation.
Ok.
The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cut away. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it.
Ok, toujours les trucs rouges.
These red seeds keep sticking out to me. But we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zach? There's some decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plantation. They must have used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. But who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a court. This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here.
Alors...
After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here. Just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena
Il faut pas tuer des gens pour faire... D'être un
Perhaps that's the
arbre.
nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities?
Là, il y avait un truc en haut.
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
Allez.
You already solved the case, yeah? So go on! Get your ass out of town!
Il est très gentil, monsieur.
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember?
Remember?
Every feller in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh, then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
Ah, quelle tête de cul.
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The goddess of fertility, Patty.
Et allez, il va encore me dire, ah il faut aller là pour avancer dans le scénario.
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed, yet you remain in this
Mais
town.
c'est sa mère la déesse de la fertilité.
Surely, you
La
know
gamine.
why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you ask for. Listen with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal, the entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hungan.
Hop, ensuite.
Hungan's oracles are
Alors.
toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing.
17 choses identiques.
History to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans.
Bah une école.
That's not it, Zach.
No.
The 17 comrades must have survived for a shockingly long time. Remember, they were here to see the...
Bah le cimetière.
That's not it, Zach.
Non plus.
Remember,
Les
we can't just round up every last old person.
rues du vieux
That's
chêne.
it, Zach. The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1780.
La Nouvelle-Orléans. Ouais.
Just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation. Zach, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally run. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa. Zach, there's no Allah.
No.
I think so. The Holy Allah refers to
La
that.
Cue Sainte.
The great thing about us Americans
Le
is
château.
that's it. I never doubted you, Zach. The Holy Allah refers to a water tower. Specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
Deuxième endroit où faut que j'aille. C'est tout. Ah bah ça va.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is? I'm at a loss. I never thought one of Hungan's
Ah non, mais il me reste bien des trucs à trouver, c'est ça.
so hard. But, oh well. I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
What? Is there something on my face?
Bah oui, à moi.
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my
Je suis drôle.
skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal. So I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
Elle te l'a dit tout à l'heure.
I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
Hop. Alors donc. Non, on fait pas des ricochets, niquez-vous. Voilà. Bah, dis. Donc. On va aller au château d'eau pour commencer. Et on peut se téléporter là-bas. Ah vas-y, on va tuer des animaux. J'ai envie de tuer des écureuils. Putain. Ah, merci. Hop. Hop. Le roi du tueur. Parce que les écureuils, ça sert à rien. Merde. Putain, mais viens là! Oh mais non, juste quand je recharge. Tiens, tu essaies de m'attaquer, connard. Hop. Hop, on fait les autres. Et puis c'est bon. Hop. Viens là, enculé. Voilà. Hop. Tac, et l'autre il est là. Alors bref, j'étais où? Toujours tout droit. Okay. Ça permet de pouvoir augmenter... faire des amulettes. Là, je vais aller voir ça. Skater Boy, c'est ça, mais c'est un peu casse-couille. Merde, elle a pas de boîte aux lettres. Hop. On va faire quelques boîtes aux lettres. En même temps, le jeu arrive même pas à se mettre en 30 FPS. À pied, donc je pense qu'en voiture ils ont tenté au début, ils ont fait ouais bon on va penser à autre chose avant de avant de faire ça, avant de mettre autre chose, avant de mettre un putain mais ah là là hop hop quoi ça. Bon, on va pas tous se les faire, je voulais juste récupérer les boîtes à lettres. Ah putain, ça me fait tellement mal au crâne, le fait qu'elles sont en pan. Que le jeu tourne même pas en 30. Alors, réparer. Ah bah non, elle est très bien, notre planche. Ok. Quoique, attends. Voilà, on s'en bat les couilles. C'est pas intéressant. Ah non, non, on va pas le faire, hein, c'est bon. Tac, 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 tac. On va aller... On ira où? Ah putain, c'est chiant ça. Voilà, on va acheter des trucs. Alors, il se passe quoi de beau sur les internets? Ah. Ok. On parle de Super Mario. Alors, est-ce que je vais pouvoir faire un truc? Amulette. On va créer... Ah, je peux créer des trucs. Alors, vitesse de tir... Ah, d'accord, pour collier... Ah, mais je savais pas qu'on pouvait faire ça, putain. Putain. Ah, mais on peut augmenter la vitesse. Ah, je suis un sac à merde, hein. Les poupées, c'est pourquoi, ça? Ah, mais bordel, on aurait pas pu me dire ça avant. L'endurance, plus 2. T'es mauvais, Jack. Ouais, je regarde pas tout, en fait. Pousser de la barbe, plus 3. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut. Essence à l'alcool. Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'on peut boire de l'alcool, mais j'ai jamais vu ça. Et... endurance plus... Ah, dommage, il manque juste 2 feuilles de chêne. On va prendre le premier. Et talisman, c'est quoi? Oh, ça, je m'en fous, les trucs des mini-jeux. Bon, on va refaire les colliers. Attends, ouais, je peux pas... Ça, j'en ai déjà un. Puissance moins 3, nique-toi. Vitesse de tir. Ouais, vas-y. Ouais, de toute façon, j'ai pas d'autres perles, donc je pourrais rien faire. On va voir pour améliorer les trucs. Voilà. Non, ta gueule. Merci. Hop. Donc là... on peut ajouter... Voilà. Mais non! Ah voilà. Amélioration physique. On peut augmenter la vitesse. Ça, je m'en bats la race. Ok, bon, c'est bon. Je crois que j'en ai pas fait d'autres, si je me souviens. Ouais, c'est ça. Allez, hop. Pas besoin, on va latter un peu plus vite avec le skate. Je veux dire le snowboard. Le skateboard. Ça fait combien de temps que le stream sur ce jeu, là? Ah, déjà 2 heures. Peut-être bientôt passer sur le nouveau jeu que j'ai acheté. Sur IG Stream. Pardon. IG Stream, c'est le nouveau jeu de Vanillaware, les créateurs de... Merde. Je crois que j'ai un jeu qui est pas loin. Dragon's Crown. Machin Left Tracer. En gros, c'est un visual novel, un mix entre un visual novel et un jeu de un tower défense. J'ai un defense tower. Et il est sorti hier. Bon, normalement, je devais pas le commencer avant de finir ça. Enfin, avant de finir ce jeu, mais j'avais envie d'y jouer. J'ai vu des choses qui m'ont pas plu hier sur Twitter, donc j'avais envie de voir. Parmi mes yeux.
This thing sure looks tall when you look at it up close. But why do they gotta build it up so high anyway?
The height gives them the necessary pressure to pump the water out. Also, building it in a spot where anyone could easily access it would only create more problems.
Problems?
In a certain Missouri town, they built the water tower low enough that a person could easily climb up to it. And that's exactly where a mass murderer decided to hide the bodies of all his victims. The water tower was so low to the ground that he could even climb up to it while carrying a dead body on his back. Incidentally, they ended up finding a total of 43 bodies in there. But the part that truly shocked Zach and I wasn't the number of bodies, Patty.
What?
It was the fact that over the 6 months from the first murder to when the case was solved, that whole time, the townspeople had been drinking the water.
Agent York! Look! I think we can climb up from there. Let's go.
But Patty, I was just getting to the good part.
Eh oui, putain. C'est-à-dire que les mecs, ils ont vu le décor. Merde. Ah putain, ils nous font même pas monter. Ils nous auraient une petite mine musique à la Metal Gear là.
So this is our town. Looking down on it from here, it's hard to imagine any bad stuff ever happened at all.
Listen carefully, Patricia. You just leave Melvin to me. I promise I'll take care of things. You're grown up. You're more of an adult than anyone else in this town, I guarantee it. But that doesn't mean you have to suffer through everything without ever saying a word about it. Just remember that, okay? Zach, it looks like the holy Allah hasn't been sucking up water properly. No wonder the shower in our hotel room felt so weak. Patty, who manages this water tower?
This is Lucare. You should know the answer to that by now.
The Clarksons. Judging from their current situation, I don't think they'll be able to give us a timely response.
Yeah.
Do you know where the water comes from?
Probably Isaac Lake?
That settles it. Let's fill the holy Allah and solve this problem ourselves.
I knew you were gonna say that, Agent York.
Eh ben, vous savez quoi? On fera ça plus tard. Hop, on va trouver un moyen de sauvegarder. Alors, c'est le numéro 49. 49, c'est là, c'est à 600 mètres. 600 mètres... Merde, mauvais choix. Mauvais choix aussi. 600 mètres... Oh non. Oh non. Oh les mecs, vous... Putain. Putain, chier. Ça sent le truc, je vais devoir... Attends. Non, c'est moi. Attends, non, c'est moi qui hallucine. Ah non, c'est par là-bas. Ah bon, on va aller par là, il y a un truc pour sauvegarder. Faut même qu'il y a un truc pour sauvegarder ici. Ouais, on va sauvegarder ici. Hop. Hop. Tac. Ah, comme ça, je vais faire une petite pause. De toute façon, je vais être obligé de couper le stream parce que ça va déconner avec mon... le fait de changer de console, ça a fait bugger mon stream et les sons qui sont décalés. Donc je vais faire une pause, je vais mettre de la musique et je couperai quand je serai prêt. Voilà. Tac. Hop. Voilà, donc ça c'est une petite pause pour moi de 5 minutes, un truc comme ça, le temps de faire pipi, de me faire un autre thé, et de lancer Aegis. Normalement j'ai fait les mises à jour, si tout se passe bien. Et je couperai le stream, je vous préviendrai avant. Tout ça. Allez. Hop. On fait veille de la console. Je vous mets une petite musique et on se retrouve. Hop. On se retrouve tout à l'heure. Allez, à tout de suite.